Hey friends, and welcome back to a new video all about Garten of Banban. Today we're talking about something truly incredible because we have in our hands official documents found during chapter 8. And these documents might reveal direct information about the next chapter in the series, Garten of Banban 9. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't just random fan speculation or internet rumors. These are real hidden documents that can be found inside the game itself, and they seem to tease several key events from chapter 9. And the most interesting part is that one of these documents talks about the Abyss. And as we already know, chapter 9 will have a truly haunting title, Last Ticket to the Abyss. So yes, the Abyss will be a central theme, and maybe we'll finally discover what lies down there, in the deepest levels of Banban's kindergarten. In today's video, we're going to analyze these documents one by one. So get ready, because in this video we're going to dive straight into the Abyss, not just the physical one, but also the depths of the story and the minds of the characters. Oh, and before we start with the analysis, if you can't wait to learn everything about Garten of Banban 9, make sure to hit that like button. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because in the next few days, I'll be posting more videos with new theories, hidden secrets, and official updates about this chapter. Now, let's begin our investigation into the Abyss of Garten of Banban. Alright friends, I've just shown you the secret document found inside chapter 8. And what it reveals is truly shocking, because in this file, it clearly talks about a mysterious place that the people involved in the project were supposed to reach together with Syringion. And pay attention to this sentence, humans no longer visit. A sentence that sounds like something out of a horror story, but in reality, it might be a key piece of information to understand what awaits us in chapter 9. Because if you think about it, the title of the next chapter is Last Ticket to the Abyss. So naturally we have to wonder, could this place mentioned in the document actually be the entrance to the Abyss? A place unreachable by humans, a point of no return, maybe located in the deepest and most hidden levels of Banban's kindergarten. An area we were never meant to know about. And yet someone got there. Someone dared to go that deep and even transported equipment there. The document said that they moved tools and equipment. That means this wasn't just a simple exploration mission. We're talking about a real scientific operation, carefully planned step by step. So the question is, what were they building down there? Why bring instruments, machines, and maybe even biological samples to a place no human had ever reached before? And here comes the most chilling theory. Maybe deep in the Abyss lies the real secret laboratory, the place where it all began. The place where the mascots were born, where Givanium was used to create hybrid and monstrous beings. If this is true, then chapter 9 won't just be a journey to another level of the complex. It'll be a journey back to the origin, straight into the heart of the project. We might finally discover where and how mascots were created. The last ticket might actually symbolize the final chance to go down there and uncover the truth before everything is erased or destroyed. Maybe that's where the mascots came to life, and maybe that's where the mind behind the entire Banban project is still hiding. And if what we're reading truly means what it seems to, then chapter 9 will be the darkest, most disturbing, and most revealing chapter of the entire saga. The document we just read doesn't only talk about a mysterious place. It also contains a truly crucial sentence that opens a new level of interpretation. The sentence says, "The surgeon assured me that as long as he's with us, nothing lurking down there will attack us, but I am going to bring weapons for defense anyway, just to be sure." Obviously with the surgeon they are referring to Syringion, and this detail is fundamental, because here we understand that something lives down there. Something moving in the Abyss that represents a real danger for anyone who gets close. The document clearly talks about creatures that might attack, and the fact that Syringion is able to keep them away is a huge clue. It means that those entities recognize his presence and submit to him as if they saw him as their master or a superior being. This sentence also tells us something very important. If the creatures of the abyss obey Sirinjon, then his power or his connection to Givanium is deeper than we thought. Maybe Sirinjon created these creatures? The problem is that at the end of chapter 8, Sirinjon dies, and not only that, because in chapter 8 he becomes our antagonist. This means that if in chapter 9 we really go down into the abyss, there will be no one left to keep them under control. The creatures mentioned in the document will be free, wild, and ready to attack anyone who dares to get close. And here comes another possibility. Those creatures might not be simple monsters. They could be new Givanium characters, more primitive and violent versions of the mascots we know. Being created or mutated through Givanium, they might have unstable forms and extremely aggressive behavior. And that's not all. If there really is a huge concentration of Givanium in the abyss, it's likely that these entities have been exposed to enormous doses of the substance, enough to transform them into hellish versions. Let's remember that Givanium can alter the mind and body of its subjects, turning them into twisted and uncontrollable versions of themselves. If these creatures live in an environment saturated with Givanium, their aggression will be at its peak. We could face beings that react immediately to our presence, ready to defend their territory or execute ancient commands imprinted in their corrupted minds. Another interesting detail in the sentence is the part where it says they're bringing weapons for defense. This element is surprising because in the Garten of Banban series we have never had a real weapon system. Until now, we have always relied on interactive objects, keys, or tools like the remote control obtained in chapter 8. But this sentence might hint at a big change. For the first time, we might find ourselves in a situation where the protagonist uses weapons to survive. If that's true, chapter 9 could introduce a new gameplay mechanic, making the experience more dynamic and dangerous than ever. And this detail changes everything, because if the characters in the document felt the need to arm themselves, it means they knew exactly what awaited them down there. The abyss is not a place for peaceful research. It's a hidden battlefield, and in the next chapter, we will have to enter right there. The journey to the bottom will also be a journey for survival, and this time, running away might not be enough. Alright friends, let's recap everything we discovered today. We analyzed a secret document found in chapter 8 of Garten of Banban that revealed crucial details about the next chapter, Last Ticket to the Abyss. In this file, there is mention of a mysterious place that no human being has ever reached, a place connected to Sirinjon and probably located deep within the abyss. Also, the fact that the document mentions weapons makes us think that in chapter 9 we might finally be able to defend ourselves, taking the series in a whole new direction. The journey that awaits us will be dark, deep, and full of revelations. Every clue found in chapter 8 now takes on a new meaning, and everything seems to lead us toward the final descent into the depths of Banban's kindergarten. If you're curious to find out what's hiding down there, make sure to leave a big like on the video and subscribe to the channel to not miss the upcoming episodes dedicated to theories and secrets about Garten of Banban 9. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.